There he is.
All right, can you guys see these okay? Whoops, sorry.
Yep.
Okay. Click down the wrong thing. Okay. So let's start with this guy. How great and crazy is this thing?
Yeah, it looks awesome. Yeah.
I freaking love this.
I figured you would. I think this is right up your alley.
I absolutely love that.
This is from Queen Studios. I don't know if it's considered a life size. I don't think it's considered life size, but it's
No, it's not life size.
I don't know what size it is, but it's really impressive. So at first I thought it was the full dinosaur.
I think it's like third scale.
And really it's like a plaque. So here's some more photos of it in better lighting.
It could be a third scale.
Yeah, third or half maybe.
It could
Probably
be.
third.
Average T-Rex full adult head was like 6 to 7 feet long. So
Basically it's like a plaque where he's like busting through it.
Yeah.
I think you're going to have an option of displaying it like this or literally mounting it on a
On the
wall.
wall. That would be cool.
That would be cool. It'd be probably a lot cheaper to do the wall mounting.
I don't know. How heavy is that? They better use plastic to make that.
Yeah, I was gonna say he needs to be PU resin.
You know what the fear is with this is the shipping, right? It's like, okay, I'm going to pay whatever this is going to be, $7,000-8,000 or whatever, and then what shipping's going to be? What, $2,000 on this thing?
I mean, from the neck up, it looks like it's one solid piece.
It does.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's. Yeah, it's got to be massive. I mean, this is definitely going to be one of the Queen Studios crates.
The crates, yeah,
that we've been seeing. I can absolutely imagine Art Statue Collector having this in his display.
Like, do you see any seam lines to where you think it's to me? It just looks like one big piece.
I think all of him is one piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the plaque is another piece, and then that keys into the rock.
Yeah, you can definitely tell the back most likely comes off, like Jeff was saying, to mount it to the wall.
Yeah.
Like that rubble.
But it is nuts. I mean, look at it's so cool.
I love it. So, I want to put it over the TV in my living room.
I bet Mrs. Wayne Manor North would love that.
I really, really do. I mean, every bat cave needs a dinosaur, right? So
oh man, Dan, you just gave me a really good idea.
You're welcome.
No. I am a third scale collector.
There you go.
Oh, how great would that be to have this in the penny?
Oh my God.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, for Batman, right?
That's what I'm just saying. You gave me the idea. How great would that be to have a bat cave?
Yep.
That'd be cool.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Another 17 grand.
I'm in trouble. I got to quickly move on from this one. Oh, here. This is even better photo. I love this one.
Better.
Yeah, look at that. Look at how great that is.
I mean, geez. Yeah.
That's cool.
That's cool.
See, I can justify that way more than Vampirilla, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Look at the teeth. It's just dripping down. It's really crazy. Really crazy. Oh, come on in. Sorry. I'm having somebody deliver me a tea.
Nice.
Thank you very much. Do you want to say hi on camera?
I will.
Can they see you?
Hello. I'm not sure if you can see me, but.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. That was Locke.
That was Locke.
Locke.
A rare Locke visit. Yes.
That's right. Guess who drove me around town today?
Oh, no way.
Ledger.
Ledger.
He's got his driver's license. Everybody stay off the road.
He got his license?
Yeah, he has his learners.
Okay. Wow.
So he last weekend we were in Tulsa, moving. My father-in-law is staying up here all summer with us. And his wife passed away last year at this time, and so he's going to stay up here for the summer. And so we went down to Tulsa to help move him, and Ledger drove all around Tulsa even. So it's pretty crazy.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Wow. Like I said, everybody stay off the road. This is a photo today of the 1/3 scale bat pod. They made real tires on it, which is what's caused the delay. It actually rolls.
Yeah, it looks good.
Does it look a little small for 1/3?
It does. And when I saw somebody comment that this was 1/3, I thought, wow, it does not look like 1/3.
So you guys know I have this on pre-order. What I'm worried about is that if I wanted to pair it up with my other Dark Knight pieces, I think it would pair up with my Queen Studios ones, but I do have obviously my Heath Ledger Joker from Prime 1, which is the one I like the best. And so I'm really worried about a difference in size. So I'm kind of, at this point, I'm kind of hesitant to keep it. I don't know. What do you guys think?
It looks so much smaller. It could be just the video or this snapshot or
the angle, maybe.
The angle. I don't know what it is, but I look at that and I put my own hand next to the wheel on the White Knight bike, right, Chris? And that's quarter scale. Now,
right.
I know these are bat cycles that we're talking about, so scale is kind of broken to begin with. But it doesn't, my hand on this wheel doesn't look any different than his hand next to that wheel.
Yeah.
And that's quarter.
And this is quarter.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That doesn't look like 1/3 to me.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have some decisions to make.
Could be wrong, by the way. I don't know. It just, if we've learned anything, it's that photos and video can be misleading.
Exactly. And this is the very first one out of the gate. So I probably need to hashtag restrain a little bit. But I did want to share that with everyone. This is from Penguin X Toys. This is the same company and also
Limit.
Yeah, Limit Studio. Thank you. This was the same company that just did my Killing Joke Joker bust, but this is the updated Superman sculpt. Do you guys think it's better?
Way better.
Yeah. I was pleasantly surprised. Like when they said they were going to tweak it, I was like, oh, it's just going to come back with a small tweak and people are still going to hate it. They really revamped this. It looks really good.
This was the original.
Yeah, I didn't like that at all.
And that's the original, and this is the updated. So big difference. Yeah, it looks way more Superman-like. I think they extended the cape out just a little bit. The cape was kind of short on this one. Yep. They've kept everything else the same as far as I could tell. I mean, the base is the same. But yeah, that portrait.
You're getting 2 capes, custom or sculpted and fabric.
That's cool. So I'm assuming the fabric would go straight down.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So again, I think they just made a really great change. Obviously, they listened to feedback, and that's very, very important. And so I'm excited. I'm excited for this company. Again, I will tell you guys the quality on the Killing Joke was really impressive. I was a little bit nervous because I had never bought anything really from them. And so I would absolutely recommend them. It was quality. It was heavy as can be, maybe too heavy. But that base was incredibly solid. And it looks great in person.
Imagine how heavy this one will be.
Oh, I think it'll be heavier.
Yeah.
But I
price is about the same.
Yeah. So I mean, maybe they can lighten up the base just a little bit for shipping cost because the shipping's quite a bit. But I think it's really great. It's exciting to think that they might do a whole bunch of different characters. I hope they do. Maybe we'll get some. Maybe we'll get some rare characters this way. But who knows? I would assume they'll do a Wonder Woman next.
Or Batman.
Yeah. Be really cool. So anyway, it's got LED lights on this one, which so did the Joker, which is cool. So anyway, there's the light up feature on him. But
he's just too big for me.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably a little too big for the Sanctuary.
It's a great piece though. It's nice.
Yeah, it's neat. I love the base and the colors and the skyline. It's a neat piece. So since our last show, believe it or not, we haven't actually seen the full reveal of Two-Face. Again, this is available at tweeterhead.com. Again, I highly recommend you guys order direct from them if you want $25 off if you pay in full. And again, it's quarter scale at Sideshow. Also at Sideshow, you can get the 6 scale or you can get the 6 scale at Tweeterhead. I am so excited about this. Again, having him in hand, I just cannot wait to add him to the collection. Of course, this is what we were talking about earlier, where they had to blank out the dynamite. And also, I just love that it's got the little matchstick on it. Again, could there have been more switch outs? Again, they wanted to do more, guys. Trust me. But what do you guys think of him overall?
Turned out great.
Yeah, I think he looks awesome. And you know what's funny is I've seen other pictures that do him a lot more justice. Like these close-ups.
Yeah.
He looks really good.
Yeah, those side profiles look really good.
Yeah.
I like the simplicity of his pose. I think, I mean, I just like he kind of looks like he's intimidating. Some people pointed out that the eyeball situation was where they were looking in two different directions. They are going to correct that. All these photos were taken before they made that change. Some people have liked that they're going in two different directions. They think he makes him look crazier. So, you know, of course you can't win everybody, but I think that they will.
I like that the regular, you know, the unburned face is looking upwards, but now if they make the monster side of the face look upwards, then he's not looking at the coin anymore.
Yeah, I was going to say you have to have this the clean side looking at the coin. So I'm assuming that that's what they'll do. But
I like that he's looking up, kind of like looks like he's thinking about something, like making a decision.
I love that it's kind of a nod to the animated series with the black and white suit. I know when I was talking with Chad initially, again, I've seen this one in development for a long time, and you know, just trying to play with the different colors and, you know, what suits you could do. And, you know, I always recommended black and white. I thought that would look really cool. And we talked about the skin color and things like that, but this is what they ended up with. And congratulations to everybody that picks it up. I really think that, again, if you guys want characters like this made, you guys have to buy it. So continue to support Tweeterhead, order from Sideshow or wherever you want to order from. But if you want more characters made like this, we have to support the companies, guys.
He's going to be very display friendly too.
Oh, so low profile.
Yeah.
I can absolutely, again, I'm in my bunker space. I'm planning on trying to recreate my Sideshow display. And, you know, I just think he'll be like front and center because he won't take up any room. It'll be perfect.
Same as Catwoman.
He's also going to display equally well with Tweeterhead or Sideshow pieces, I think.
Yep.
I 100% agree. I think he'll fit in. I know some people were concerned about that. I don't think you have to be concerned at all. I think he'll absolutely fit in. And you know, a lot of the people that worked on this are people that worked on Sideshow premium formats in the past. So, you know, it's those same quality of artists that have done Sideshow pieces as well. So I think, you know, you're going to have really great quality with this piece. And again, having it in hand, I loved it. I loved it. I was so excited.
Yeah, I put together that mock-up photo with all the Sideshow pieces, and
yes,
a few Tweeterhead. They looked awesome together.
They did, and this is the actual prototype here, guys. So again, if you didn't see the photos in Facebook, this is the photo I took of the prototype. He is being shipped off as we speak, and I think chances are, I think Jeff, you'll see him at Monsterpalooza.
They advertised it.
Yeah, so I would assume this is the one you're going to see in person.
Yeah.
So very excited.
So up close, is there texture to the suit?
Oh yes.
I don't
know if you can see it on camera.
Yeah.
But there is some texture to the suit. You especially noticed it on the black side and a little bit less on the white. But it's definitely textured. The collar, the cufflinks are, you know, that shirt, the white shirt underneath is a smooth material. But yeah, there's definitely texture to him.
Chris, these pictures do the statue way more justice than their professionally shot pictures.
Really?
Yeah, I think this gives you the burnt side of his face. It just looks a lot more. The paint looks more, I don't know, interesting. The textures and the you know, wet look versus dry, and I don't know. To me, it just looks a lot more complex and a lot cooler.
It's very cool paint wise in person, and I've said this for a long time. I hate when companies do like the dark background, like the black background, because it just washes everything out.
Yeah.
And I know why they do that, because they want to make it dramatic, but at the same time, I feel like you just lose a lot. So I'm really glad that I could do these pictures, because again, it just lets you highlight what it would really look like in a collection, you know?
Yep.
And they have nothing to hide. I mean, they don't need it to be a dark. It's phenomenal the way it is.
Yep.
This was the brand new premium format that kind of came out of nowhere, although I think that they worked on it a long time ago, actually, because I think the artist said that he worked on it a few years back. But this is iron.
Bust, actually.
Yeah, this is the bust that goes with it. So there's a bust, and then there's a premium format as well. And is the bust swappable, or is this going to be like a life-size bust? Do you have any idea?
They haven't told us yet.
I just assumed it was, or I think I've got another picture where he's small. Maybe I'm not sure. Let let me go through these.
Yeah,
So
there's a picture that shows them together,
Yeah.
but they're two separate items. They don't go together.
So this is Eddie from Iron Maiden. If you're an Iron Maiden fan, I thought it was really cool. What do you guys think of this one? I think it's really neat. They're doing something different.
I love it.
Yeah, it's cool.
19 inches high, and he is a true premium format, so it's very, very cool. Again, great colors. He's got the kind of the Civil War. No, I guess it would be not Civil War. It'd be
Revolutionary War.
Yeah, Revolutionary. Thank you.
This will be more budget friendly too. I think XM did one, right? He's like on a horse or something.
I think they did.
A dragon. He's on a dragon.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah.
But it's cool. It's got the British flag, and it's got
cool. I had a chance to see that at Comic-Con. It was nice.
It's got the different body parts laying around the ground.
Cool.
It's neat. I just think this turned out really awesome.
I was a huge Iron Maiden fan as a kid.
It's just really cool.
It's really cool.
Again, it's got the sword with the blood on it and the flag. So again, it looks really cool. I'm really glad for collectors that are going to be able to pick this one up. It is up for pre-order now, and this is the bust. So I don't know what size that. I mean, I guess it would still be considered quarter scale.
Mm. Oh yeah, I guess next when you put it next to the other one, yeah, maybe quarter or third.
Heads look about the same. So I don't know. It might be maybe that weird Bizarro scale that Sideshow does.
Yeah.
With their kind of their medium bust. So, but it looks cool.
So this is fully Sideshow, not in like conjunction with anybody.
Right. Yeah, it's the Sideshow.
Okay.
Yeah, the XM one was in association with Divine, the one who did the Aphrodite 9 and the Angelus.
So yeah, this is just Sideshow.
Chris, were you a Maiden fan?
I like Maiden. They're not my top 15 or 20.
Yeah.
But I like any of that genre of music. But yeah, I they're just not my favorite, but I do like them. Let's talk about this. So this is, I did a video, I think a few of you saw it, talking about the statue, and I just felt like it wasn't up to par. And I guess that's kind of putting it mildly, but XM has responded today, and they have said that they're tweaking it. Their tweak apparently was just some paint tweak and not a sculpt tweak. Did you guys see that today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is your opinion of this piece, and what is your opinion of their response?
You don't have that before and after pick, do you?
I don't.
Okay. So we don't know if that's final though, if that's just going to be a paint tweak or if they're because it feels like XM. I don't know what Ang said. It kind of felt like he said he was going to maybe mess with the sculpt.
I did think the paint tweak looked better.
Yeah,
for sure. But what do you think of the piece overall? Do you think this is a miss?
I think. Oh, gotcha.
No, you go ahead.
I think she looks very pretty. I just like people said, she looks emotionless, and I don't know if I love the pose, but I think the face looks pretty. I feel like it's something like you would see like in a comic book panel, like where she's maybe like flying through the air doing like some weird pose, and I don't know if that translates well to 3D form on a statue in real life.
A lot of people, mentioned that they thought it looked lifeless. And all the other statues, the Superman and Batman, they're all kind of in battle. They're all kind of more enraged or determined, whereas she just seems kind of passive.
But in their defense, I feel like anytime we've seen a rage face on a Wonder Woman statue, people hate it.
Yep.
That's a great point. That's a great point.
So I feel like they're going to change it, and people aren't going to like it. It's going to be.
It could just be determined. It doesn't have to be rage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. I do feel like, and I said it in the video, I feel like if they just tweak the face a bit, I don't love this pose with the lasso, but I do like the one with the spear. I think that looks pretty good.
See, that looks, I like that a lot.
Yeah, see, I think that looks good. And so I think that if they, obviously you can have the option to do whatever, but I feel like if they just improve the portrait, that this would be a lot cooler. I still don't love the space base. This is supposed to be a classic Wonder Woman, so I don't necessarily understand what they were going for here.
It's supposed to be a battle on Apocalypse. So this is supposed to be Apocalypse stuff, but it doesn't read that way to me at all. I think the whole line is a miss.
Yeah. And again, I love Mark Brooks and I love his work and his art. I've met him a number of times. And I just don't feel like it is translated very well in this piece, especially. So hopefully they'll be able to tweak it. I think the paint looks good. I think the sculpt, in areas looks really nice, but hopefully they'll be able, again, in a market where people are being really choosy right now. I just feel like companies really have to bring their A game on all their pieces. And I don't feel like we're quite there on an A game piece yet, but XM is listening, and hopefully they will continue to tweak this one and people will love it.
I feel like they were listening, and it backfired, because we've been saying for years, how many times are we going to get Batman on a gargoyle? How many times are we going to get Superman on a, on a piece of ice, or, Wonder Woman on some architectural base? And then they finally do something different, and nobody likes the bases.
Yep.
The reaction to this one, though, was I have never seen a reaction like the reaction to this piece.
It was
bad. Not only you, Chris, but Jem also did a video, just like a WTF video. I've never seen such an immediate, visceral, negative reaction to a piece in all my collecting days.
Yeah, it was immediate. I was real surprised by it too. And I actually found out about Jim's after the fact. I haven't even watched his yet. But again, I'm pretty positive in most of my things. And so that's why I just felt like I saw so much negativity toward it. I thought, well, maybe we could get some interest out there to get it changed. And so that's why I did the video I did, hoping that XM would see it and make some changes.
I still don't like the pose.
Obviously they will. I mean, they're gonna change some things, but I mean, this is not one that I'm buying, but I know there are a lot of Wonder Woman collectors out there, and so hopefully they'll make the best product they can make.
She looks like she's in a marching band or something.
I said, look like Jack LaLanne, like she's on a workout video.
Yeah.
Why would you have a spear behind your neck? Like she's
well, now no one's ever going to be able to not see that.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about this guy. Dan, did you see this?
Patriotic Killer Croc?
So I am excited about Killer Croc. This is the Samurai Killer Croc. Obviously, they're teasing him. I hate the red, white, and blue.
Yeah, that's a miss.
What are they doing?
I'm not even sure they know that they did that. You know what I mean? And you know what's funny, Chris? I got to tell you, I've got the Sideshow Killer Croc premium format that I bought actually earlier this year. Way underrated piece. Next on the side, got it. Aside from that, way underrated piece. The textures, the paint, everything look just like this.
Yep.
On that piece. I mean, this looks fine. Okay. Yeah, it's Croc, but I'm not sure. They're not enticing me with this picture at all.
Do you think if they painted the blue part black, it would be different?
Yep.
I do too, because I know what they're going for. They're going for that kind of that twirled rope, which is fine. But I just feel like if they made that black, and again, we haven't seen the front of the statue, so I don't know what they're going for here. Obviously, some sort of belt, like a cinched belt, maybe. But if it stays that color, I probably won't be interested. But again, I might eat my words later. But I was just real surprised by the red, white, and blue color.
I mean, I'm sure it's going to look really cool. All the samurai pieces look really cool. Ultimately. Yeah. Some of them more so than others, but I don't know if this was meant to be a tease or just a leaked.
It could be. It's a very bright photo too.
It's also, it's a little bit overexposed and whatnot.
Do you have any more room for any samurai pieces?
I'm not doing any more samurai.
No matter what?
No.
Wow.
Not even for freeze. I've got 9 pre-orders right now, and that's about all. And each piece has a place.
Okay.
I have none that I don't have a spot for. If I was to give you guys a tour around my room right now, you'd see there are quite a few empty spots.
It's making room.
Because I'm making room and I've got a plan, and it just doesn't include any more samurai. And it's not because I don't like them. It's just I feel like, okay, I've got 5 or 6 of them now that I've held on to. None of them I want to sell. I really love them, but I've got to keep it there. I got to the point where I got so carried away that it looked like half my collection was samurai, and I didn't want that.
Did I tell you I ordered Riddler?
Oh, you did?
I did.
Whoa, big move. I like that piece.
I do
like
too.
that one a lot.
It's I don't love the portrait as much. I wish the portrait was a little bit better, but I like the aesthetic of the bonsai tree and everything. and or whatever the tree is. But I
Bonsai.
do like the piece, but I ordered it a couple weeks back.
I think his portrait fits the pose.
I do too. I mean, it does work.
Yeah, it works.
It works.
I like it a lot.
I'll be able to fill up that front space with those, I think, and still have enough division. So we'll see how much. We'll see. I don't know if I'll go croc or freeze either.
Yeah.
But I do. Obviously, I have Scarecrow coming as well.
Yeah, still didn't ship right. Huh.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it. I mean, it's
crazy. And by the way, White Knight Joker, I think I've said it on nearly every show now, but White Knight Joker, still nothing on that one either. Pieces that should have been out a long time ago, quite frankly. But
I wonder if they're having factory problems.
I don't know.
This I love. This is just shown today. This is from Infinity Studios. This is part of their half scale line.
Yep.
This is from Lord of the Rings. Look how good this is.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
I love it. And I think they said that they're going to go really deep into this line too. That they're going to keep doing them. But look at that.
These seem like would be awesome that if you have a home theater room.
Oh, brilliant.
3 of these on either side, kind of flanking the screen
just even like if you had on the sides like some podiums.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Exactly.
Like between movie posters or something, like it would just be
phenomenal.
Just absolutely incredible. I was really impressed with this. And again, it's got a really good base. Obviously, this is a smaller character. But man, I just think he looks great.
You can hang the dinosaur on the wall somewhere.
That's right.
I am a huge John Rhys Davies fan, going all the way back to Raiders of the Lost Ark. And I just have to tell you, just a side note, one of the nicest individuals you will ever meet. He's like your grandpa, just the nicest guy. My wife and I were at a con in Providence, Rhode Island, and he and Karen Allen, who played Marion in Raiders of the Lost Ark, were making an appearance there. We were staying in the same hotel. Just by chance, my wife and I got into an elevator with the 2 of them. They had just been having dinner. We're in the elevator, and they couldn't get there. Like John Rhys Davies couldn't figure out how to get to his room. He had forgotten what floor he was on. He didn't have his and the 2 of them like fumbling together, and they were laughing with us, and just the nicest people.
Well, I am horrified right now because I had absolutely no idea that he played him.
No way.
Until you just said that.
That's awesome.
Because I love him from Indy, and obviously he's in the new one.
He's in the new one. Yeah.
Oh, and I love the Indiana Jones ride, and he's in the little spiel at the beginning.
Yep.
Very dangerous. Jeff knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But I had no idea this was him.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, that makes me love him even more now.
Yep.
So the price though, $3,199.
Oh, so he's half scale.
Is he silicone?
Half scale. His head looks silicone.
It looks it, yeah.
And it says platinum silicone. Oh, so obviously, silicone, polystone, fabric, paper, and PU.
Yeah, so he's got a silicone face, and if that's hand punched hair in that beard,
beards,
that would justify the price alone.
250 total units, international 150, and Asia Pacific 100.
He's going to be popular, I bet.
I think so too. And again, like if we looked at that face, I mean that definitely is silicone.
Yeah, look at that. That's awesome.
And the teeth, look at the teeth. That's so good.
Yeah.
I can't believe that's him. I didn't have no idea. Mm-hmm. Here's your Batman, Dan.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, this isn't yours. This is our friend Billy's.
Speaking of big pieces, you got room for that there? I didn't realize how big this thing is. He's like 27 inches wide, 20 inches deep.
Is it all cape?
Probably, yeah. The cape looks like it flares out pretty wide.
It's got to be. So this is the Jim Lee Art Edition. It does have the Robert Pattinson portrait, which we're seeing here. We just did a review on my channel. There's a review on Eric's channel also, if you haven't checked that one out. Again, it's all things art. But there's 3 different portraits. There's like a Jason Fabok portrait, a Jim Lee portrait, and then obviously the Pattinson. But I think he looks great. Again, my biggest dilemma is I've got the Pattinson movie version coming. Look at that.
Yeah, come on.
So again, the question is, do I get both? I just don't know. I still don't know.
It's a very different looking piece than the other one, I think. But
Especially with the suit. The suit reminds me a lot of like the Batman Damned, where it's just like all different stuff thrown together. Like,
Yeah. So let me ask you this: if I was going to get this one or the Keaton Batman, which one do you think I should get?
If you don't buy that Keaton Batman, there may be an uprising in the community.
I know. I actually can't believe people haven't hunted me down yet.
I'd go Keaton.
Yeah.
I do think Keaton would obviously pair really nicely with the Pattinson one.
He would.
But I still love this. I especially love the cape. I think that's what I love the most about it.
That is an epic looking piece.
It's so good. This was, I don't remember who sent this one in, but it shows the size difference between the portraits. I think they look pretty close.
That's from Billy, right?
Yeah, these are Billy's photos. Yeah.
So it looked in the other one like he had tilted the one in his hand down or backward. Yeah, that looked like it's tilting back a little, and I think that's skewing how it looks pretty comparable to me.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, a little bit bigger maybe.
I think he was saying, so on this one, you can see it looks a little bit bigger, but his hand does look like it might be a little bit closer to the camera.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I think it's close, but obviously they're both fab off
I think
head.
those two are very close, and I think the other two are close to it, but I think the Hush, he just has a longer face because it's more Jim Lee style. So the one on the right, it's like a mixture of Jim Lee style mixed with, trying to make it look like Pattinson. He's not going to give him a giant, long, jaw and chin.
Yeah. I mean, it fits the body, obviously. I mean, it's going to be.
It just looks awesome.
It just looks awesome.
That looks awesome, but I don't know if I would have displayed the Fabok portrait. I mean, especially if you have Detective 1000.
Yeah. I'll be displaying the Jim Lee portrait on it.
Yeah, I would do that one right there.
Yeah.
I would do Jim Lee or the Pattinson.
Yeah. Let's move on. We got a new lineup from Hot Toys. Obviously, the Spider-Verse is going to be hitting the theaters here real soon.
This weekend.
That's right. This is the Miles Morales. I thought it got a really cool backdrop. The hands and feet coming through.
So that movie has the best reviews I've ever seen for a comic book movie.
Really?
Yeah.
The first one was amazing.
I still haven't seen the first one.
It's fun.
Really good.
It visually messes you up. There's so much going on. I was getting dizzy the first 5 minutes. I had to adjust to how the way that the animation style is. It's crazy.
I love that style though. I love it the way it looks. Very comic booky, That's a great thing about it. But anyway, I hope this one does really well. Obviously, again, they've already got figures that are going to be coming out. Miles Morales there, and then they also have a Spider-Man 2099, which looks more like a figure to me than a Hot Toys, but he looks cool. Look at that.
Wow.
Very dynamic and stylized.
It's straight from the cover.
That's cool. Obviously, this one's got the rolling eyeballs and kind of a light up effect with, I'm assuming, black light.
Luminous reflective effect.
Yeah.
It's probably that glow in the dark paint.
Yeah, probably so. And then they also have teased what looks like every Batman suit, which is crazy. We've got a blue and black Batman. Obviously, it's got the 89 and the returns in the background, and then obviously some suits that we're going to see in the movie.
So is this 6 scale? This is sale, right? You could buy this?
They've just teased this one image, so I'm assuming that these will all be released kind of similar to what they did with the Tony Stark Armory.
Okay.
I would assume that they'll do something real similar with this. But it looks cool.
Yeah, I kind of want this.
And then we also have the Hot Toys Modern Suit Batman. I think this looks awesome. I think that's a really good portrait. I know some people have said it's not quite right, but I just feel like it's pretty damn good. There's no questioning who that is.
It's close. Yeah.
Some people have said maybe the hair could be a little bit better. But so on a scale of 1 to 10 or 100%, how much Michael Keaton time do we get in that Flash movie? Is it 20%?
He's in what do you want? Just Keaton's time or
Batman time?
He's in the movie a lot. That's all I'll say.
Okay.
Well, want to know more.
Okay, I'm happy. That sounds more than 20%.
More than 20%.
Okay, good. I'm be real thrilled.
It's basically a Flash and there's no spoilers because they're in the trailers. It's a Flash, Supergirl, and Keaton movie.
Yeah. But anyway, that's a great figure from Hot Toys. It's up for pre-order right now. But I think that looks cool.
Apparently, what I watched was the director's cut, and there was a few scenes missing. So I already have tickets to go see it again. I'm curious to see what else is going to be in it.
Oh, so I wonder if the runtime will be a little longer.
I don't know.
Obviously, it's got the different interchangeable lower faces. I think that looks great. I think it looks just like him.
Chris, do both you and Jeff have your tickets?
I do not. I live in a small town, so you don't really ever need to pre-order tickets. I don't know if I'd go opening night. I might. Sometimes I like to just like let that crowd go through, and then our town's small enough that if everybody goes the first night, then there's hardly anybody the other nights. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. What about you guys? Do you already have your tickets?
Yeah, I bought tickets for both this and Indiana Jones.
Yep, me
Yeah,
too.
I'm the
Nice.
same way. I don't like when the theater's crowded, but I did go the first. Like, I got tickets for the 15th, whatever, like that Thursday, or whatever it is.
Yep, me too.
Yeah. Worth it.
Same with Indy. I got opening night tickets for Indy. I'm
That's
excited.
awesome.
Yep.
I'm really excited about Indy. I hope it's good.
I hope so too.
Does your theaters out there have like the lounge recliners where you can like
Yeah.
lay back and stuff? I'm talking about Chris because he said.
No, ours doesn't.
Oh, really? You don't get like
They have that. They have like we have an IMAX in Manhattan, and that's like an hour away from here. But we just have a like an 8 theater. We used to have like 5 or 6 theaters in our hometown, and then it consolidated to 1 in our mall. And it's just like 8 theaters, and it's nothing special. No reclining seats, no like food. I mean, other than popcorn or like nachos.
yeah, I don't like the food, but I'm so spoiled from having to be able to put my feet up during a movie. It's like I hate watching movies in regular seats.
Yeah. We have they have a bunch of those in like Kansas City and stuff like that, but we don't have it here. Our town's about not quite 50,000 people, so we don't have the nice things.
We got a Cinemark came into town
That's what I have.
years ago, and it's reclined. Not only they recline, they're heated.
Oh wow! I don't have
Let's
that.
take a nap on those things.
They are heated, yeah, and it's just right in the lumbar. So when you're an old dude like us, it's just the right spot.
That's awesome.
Next, we need
awesome.
some massage chairs in the
Yeah,
theater.
exactly.
We just have it's like the basic AMC basically, so it's it's the old seats from when the mall opened in the 80s, so it's like nothing special. It would be great if we could get an IMAX or something, but that'd be fun actually. Maybe that's what I'll do is I'll go see it in IMAX in Manhattan. That'd be fun.
There you go.
Yeah, make a trip.
This is a 10 scale from McFarlane. McFarlane just announced today that they've re-upped their contract. Warner Brothers is very, very happy with the way things are going. They have the highest sales ever, and so they're doing more statues. Obviously, this is a new Harley Quinn. Definitely a different look for her. I kind of dig this one. The portrait's a little weird, but
I like it.
it's based on specific art.
Yeah, something about it. I like it.
What do you guys think about it?
I don't know. I'm torn. Yeah, I saw this earlier too, and I'm still torn. I like it. It's very accurate. It's from the Harley Quinn or Harlequin or whatever it was, the magazine size black label book that they did.
It looks
Right
like
here.
artwork right there.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, this is it.
I mean, geez, I mean,
Yeah, it's like a direct representation, pretty much.
Yeah.
And it's a really fun artist. And then they also have this one. Where have we seen this before?
This I
yeah.
don't like. I'm glad they made that's the Prime 1 statue Jimenez's style.
Well, see, it's funny because again, this is a Tony Daniel
Yeah.
portrait. And it's basically the exact same pose that Prime 1 did, obviously from that cover. I mean, obviously, I think the Prime 1's way better, obviously, but it's still cool that they're doing a smaller scale. If you're a fan.
Big price difference between the two.
Yeah, big price difference. And then they also have a new black and white Batman.
That looks good.
I don't know. Did they say who this was?
It's Lee Weeks.
Okay.
Okay.
I just think it's awesome that they're still. So was this? How many have they done since the 100th one? Is this the first one since then? I can't remember if they've done more of the black and whites.
I'm not sure.
No, I haven't
They're-
followed.
They're smaller though now, right? Aren't they 10th scale now?
Oh,
I think-
really?
Yeah, I think they're 10 scale. What were the old scale that you collected, Dan? Do you know?
Were they like 7th or?
I don't think they're that. They might. No, they look like maybe 8th or something. Hold on. I got them right here. I got 2 right in front of me on either end of my desk here. It's kind of hard because they're in different poses, but so this is that Freeze 10th scale, and this is Sean Murphy Joker black and white. I'm looking at like the distance from their foot to the knee. It's
Are they
pretty
close?
comparable. It might be 10th scale. If
So
it's
maybe
not 9th, you know what I mean? It's real close. So
Huh.
yeah, close.
Well, maybe. Yeah. I think this looks cool.
Yeah.
This is shown today by Sideshow. It's their off brand of Unruly Industries. They're doing some stylized. They've got a Carnage, a Venom, and a Spider-Man. I thought those were kind of fun.
Are these PVC, Chris?
I would assume yes.
Yeah. They look good.
Yeah, they do.
They look
They're
cool.
kinda-
Though. They look
Yeah, I was
cool.
gonna say they're. I like the style of them. They're real stylized.
Yeah.
So I would imagine a pretty good price point. Speaking of really cool from Sideshow, this is that Clint Eastwood. I like this one better than the other one they showed, although they're both really good. But this one I feel like is a little bit more iconic even.
Yeah.
But it just this piece reminds me of like old Sideshow. Like, you know, whenever I first started collecting Sideshow pieces.
Yeah.
You know, the old round bases that they used to do. Just has that feel to me. But
The fabric.
I think these are really fun.
They're going to sell a gazillion of these.
I would hope so.
So
A lot
much
of-
crossover appeal.
Yeah. Got the autograph in the front. Just very cool. And I know there's a lot of movie collectors out there, movie memorabilia. And this will be, like Jeff said, this will be very popular.
And I saw that it's Clint's birthday today.
Well, happy
Oh, is
birthday,
that
Clint
right?
Eastwood.
Yeah.
There he is right there. He's at Sideshow with both versions, and very cool to see. And definitely something different from Sideshow, which is awesome. There is the Joker bust. I threw in a couple photos of him. Again, it's just an awesome bust.
Did you see they put Boland's name on the lens?
They did?
Yep.
Did I miss it? Where is
Yep.
that?
Right there on the bottom.
Oh, right there. I missed it. That's fantastic. It's such a great nod to that cover. There's that terrifying dude. I'm not sure which one's scarier.
It is tall, huh? Wow.
Yeah, it's really tall.
Do you feel like he was true like 1/1 scale, or do you think he was a little bit smaller than you? Like, I feel like in photos his face looked a little smaller. Than
Maybe
yours.
a little bit smaller. I've got a pretty long face, so does he. But, I mean, it felt like, I mean, it like his hand was the same size as my hand though.
Okay.
So I mean, it was very comparable. But you know, it's
Heads come
hard.
in
It's hard with
different
the
shapes
bust.
and sizes.
Say that again.
Heads come in different shapes and sizes.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. Like this Sideshow Joker bust. I feel like his head is bigger than mine. It's a little bit bigger than a.
Yeah, it looked a little exaggerated. But this one, I mean, obviously is just super elongated, so it's a little hard to tell. But I mean, he did feel life size.
Mhm.
He was big. This is a teaser from Legendary Beast. This is the 3rd scale Wonder Woman that they're teasing.
I'll take it.
I was gonna say I love what I see so far.
That looks awesome just right there.
I mean, just simple.
Yep.
Sold.
Yeah, strong, sexy. It's just everything about it looks good so far.
Anatomy looks good. I like the clenched fist in her right hand. I mean, it already looks good.
It already looks good. They've also teased the Spider-Man,
This looks good too.
which will be great. And then they've also teased Batman, which again, I'm buying day one.
Yep.
I'm going to need this piece, and this is one, Chris, that I have no idea where I'd put it, but I'm going to find a place for this guy.
You're going to need to find a place. And when you see the cape, the way it billows out, like it's just the texture on it. And again, this is just one example of the different swap outs and stuff. So it's, and then they've also teased Superman, and they've also teased Joker as well. Clearly, these are all going to be very museum pose. Have some Alex Ross influence clearly, and some other artist influence. But again, third scale characters. So it might not be for everybody, but it's very exciting if you are a third scale collector. I know that I'm going to be picking up a number of these. It sounds like Delaney might be picking up a few, and Mr. Dan as well. What about you, Eric? Do you think you would maybe venture into some of these Legendary Beast pieces?
Yeah, these are really tempting, especially Joker and Batman.
Yeah. And they're just getting started, guys. They're just getting started.
I mean,
The Trinity for me.
I've always wanted an Alex Ross Batman, so I might have to sell a certain one that I just pre-ordered and
yeah. Well, we shall see.
Get this instead.
This is a art print that's coming out from Sideshow. I think it's still coming soon. I don't think it's up for pre-order yet, but
Correct.
this is Jenny.
Fryson,
Jenny Fryson, and beautiful. Dan, is this one you'd pick up? You're an art print guy. Do you think you'd print this one up? I know you like her work.
I love this, but I've got some great Poison Ivy artwork that I don't think I would part with, and I don't have a spot for it. Yeah. I love it, and I love her art. I was actually really excited to see she's going to be at New York, which I was really excited for. I've got a bunch of her Harley covers that I love. Just kind of, I have her in rotation in my display, and I love this, but I just don't have a place to put it.
If you have a chance, go to her panel. She's really interesting to listen to.
I will. I'll definitely do that.
Do you think there's any chance she'll be in San Diego, Jeff?
Very possible.
Okay.
She was at WonderCon.
Okay, good. Well, maybe fingers crossed. I'd love to meet her.
Yeah.
Get a print. This is a new piece. This is a quarter scale from The Witcher, and this is from Weta.
It's awesome.
It looks great.
It does. It's got a nice size. It's got a big base with the creatures coming out of the base.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of positive comments from the community on this one.
Yeah, it seems to be really good. Obviously, they've done a Superman before with Henry Cavill, but I thought that likeness looks really good.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
I mean, it's got that great jawline. I mean, this looks really great. Obviously, it's got the blackened eyes, but I think this looks really good.
I don't think I need a Witcher piece, but this is a really cool piece.
I was going to say, if you're going to get one, this would be a great one to add.
Are you getting Blade, Jeff?
So Ant is bringing one of the Blades to Monsterpalooza. I'm assuming it's going to be the first one, the more dynamic one. So I want to look at it first. It's really tempting. I like them both. The museum piece obviously would be easier to display, but for only another $220, you get 5 vampires on that base, on the more dynamic one, that look really, really cool.
Yeah.
And it's a taller, wider, deeper piece. So I want to see it in person before I decide.
You had the 2 photos in your group today, and it was a good point. Like you said, I see a theme going. They look good together. The Blade.
Yeah, the Witcher and the dynamic Blade both have dead things coming out of the base.
It's got a theme.
Yeah.
Speaking of, just giant dimensions, this is the 3rd scale Catwoman on Batpod.
Man.
Of course, we don't know. I mean, the bike looked a little small, so maybe this isn't as big as we think it is, but obviously it's a case.
It's big enough, and you can't tell from here, but that thing's got wheels.
That's crazy.
It's got wheels?
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Oh, my God. Break out the
It's going to be like the Bat Bike boxes.
Wow.
I would say I would love all statues to come like that, but then you can't kind of like squish them to try to get them through certain places, the doors.
Yeah. This is the 6th scale in hand. So I know we've showed this one before, but it's cool to see the unboxing and things like that. So I think she looks really great for 6th scale, especially.
Yeah.
Obviously, the rooted hair version will be the 3rd scale. But I think the likeness still looks great. I think she turned out really nice.
Yeah, that's pretty good sculpted hair.
Yeah, it really is. Because I had to actually check because I thought it was really the rooted hair at first.
Right.
And I was like, wow, it's sculpted, but it looks good.
So wait, the goggles do come off? Because I feel like a previous show we were saying that 1/6 you couldn't remove the goggles or something.
They come off.
Oh, cool.
So here is the blade from PCS that Jeff was talking about. Obviously, there's going to be some different swap outs and things, but this is 3rd scale, right?
Yes, they both are.
I love the base.
Yep.
That's cool.
That blood red base. It's such a great idea. It's something really different. I don't think I've ever seen a base quite like this one with the red. I think it really stands out. But this one looks really great.
The other portrait with the glasses, I think, is much better.
I do too. I think this is the one I think people are going to want.
Yeah.
Was it? That's exclusive, right?
No, the exclusive is the stake in his left hand.
Oh, and behind his head.
So this is the regular configuration. The first picture you showed, he has a stake in his left hand instead of that.
So I wonder why they build it as an exclusive here on the corner.
The last pictures of whatever we were looking at the last show, there was the same thing. Even though if it wasn't a platinum edition, it had that platinum sticker on it.
Yeah, that's the platinum.
So that's so weird that they would do that because if this is the regular, they got the exclusive sticker on it.
Yeah.
Well, it's still the platinum still includes all this stuff.
Okay, so maybe that's just what they're
includes the left hand with the stake.
I got you.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So does the stake make it better?
No, this is much better. So you don't really, and that might be why the Ultimate Edition of 75 hasn't sold out yet, even though it went up for pre-order last Thursday.
Can you go back to the stake again? Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Let me just see. I might have another photo of it closer up here.
Sorry, Jeff. I didn't mean to cut you off.
That's okay.
Nope, I don't. Let me go to that first picture.
Just wanted to look at it while you were talking.
Yeah.
Also,
It's
a little
not as
silver stake.
interesting as the other weapon.
Yeah, I think the other weapon looks cooler anyway.
kind of like
Again,
the stake.
the base is cool. Well, I mean, the stake is cool. I mean, that's the thing. It just comes down to personal preference.
Yeah.
But I love the detail. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the legendary beast bases with the storytelling.
Yeah.
Right.
Intricacy of it.
Yeah, I hope they do well. It concerns me that those 75 haven't sold out yet. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Jeff, it concerns me that a lot of things aren't selling out.
And also on PCS, so this is 1175 if you buy it from PCS. They give you back 15% of that in rewards.
Wow.
So essentially it's a 1/3 scale piece for $1,000.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, that's 4 years ago prices.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's fantastic. And you do get both portraits?
Oh yeah. No matter which version you buy, you get both portraits.
Nice. He is cool. Yeah, I think that glass portrait, that right there looks awesome to me.
Yep. That's the ticket right there.
Yeah, that's it right there. That's really cool. Is Blade considered a Marvel character?
Wasn't it considered like the first Marvel movie ever made, or superhero movie made, or something like that?
Yeah, probably is.
That sounds true to me, Eric.
I
Yeah.
feel like I heard that somewhere.
He's definitely a Marvel character, no doubt about that.
That's cool. Look at this thing. This is Queen Studios. Talk about a massive piece. Like this is Transformer on Throne.
On this, right?
Do what?
You've heard the complaint on this, right?
I don't remember if I have or not. Tell me.
The prototype, his feet, whatever you want to call them, kind of were on the ground. And here we have a production piece where they're up higher and it makes him look small. His feet aren't on the ground. Anybody that's sitting down without your feet on the ground, it looks kind of silly. Right. So people are upset that we're not getting what the prototype showed with his feet much closer to the ground.
So I wonder why they changed it. I wonder if, obviously, were they just trying to make the throne look maybe mightier?
Yeah, I think without the throne, it just looks like a pile of rubble.
Is he sitting on Lincoln's throne?
Looks like it.
It does look like it.
I think I bet that's what that is. But he looks great. I think it's just look at the detail. I bet that's Lincoln's throne.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why they built it up to try to be more accurate to that.
Could be,
Because he's up high.
Yeah, that's how that monument is, right? It's like up in the air.
Yeah.
Yep.
3,250 for this guy. He's quarter scale, right? I think, or kind of. I don't know what they build him as. But only an ES of 99.
Wow.
Wow.
Big piece.
Big piece. Yeah, he looks cool, though, I think. There's a lot of Transformer fans out there. Obviously, there's that new movie coming out this summer.
Oh, you just remind me. So they're doing this world tour in different big cities. So they're doing it in New York starting tomorrow, actually. They're going to be – they have these giant – it's a giant Optimus Prime, and there's an ape, I guess, in the current Transformers movie. I don't know who his name is. They're going to have like these giant displays.
Yeah.
That you can go take pictures with and
That's
stuff.
neat.
I'm gonna try to hunt them down. They don't tell you where they are though.
Material resin and PU.
There you go.
So there you go. But again, that's what he looks like. And that's the little accessory piece that goes with him.
That's cool. That's
Pretty
super
cute.
fun.
Pretty cute.
I like that.
I'll send you the pictures.
This is the XM Bane. This tease. Now, this is not the Samurai. This is the DC Comics version. And this is the Eric B. lightened up version. I can't remember. I think you did. Either you did this one or I did this one. I can't remember.
You or Matt. Matt's been doing a lot of the.
Matt's been beating you to it a couple of times. But I think he looks pretty cool. I don't know if he'll compete with some of the Sideshow ones, but looks pretty cool so far.
Yeah, I like what I'm seeing so far.
Yeah, he's definitely the hulky, ragey one.
That technical term, the hokey ragey one.
The hulky, ragey one, you know, like the original Sideshow one. That was like he was like a big Hulk.
It's funny because we all got exactly what you were going for.
Exactly. I mean, you guys are on the same wavelength. Hulky, ragey.
I understood. Everybody started laughing.
So here we got a couple of clowns, right? No, this is our good friend, of course, Mr. X, and Todd from Spec. Did you guys have a chance to watch this video?
No.
I watched the drunk part.
The drunk part's the drunk part's funny, but the crazy thing is so if you have a chance to go and watch the Extreme channel, I always recommend you check those guys out too, but or Mr. X out. But they had a place in his basement where his collection is, and they tried for hours to get it down, and they never could get it downstairs. So this is stuck in their living room.
Oh my god!
And so I have no idea what he's gonna. I have no idea what he's gonna do. But God bless both Todd and Mr. X for attempting for hours to get it down the stairs, and they couldn't get it downstairs.
It should stay right there.
I guess, but like, could you imagine this in your living room?
Sure.
How well would that go over with your wives?
I'm pretty sure Mr. X has a bigger living room than I do.
Well, I'm sure he probably does.
So imagine that Jurassic Park piece trying to get.
Yeah, that would look great there.
You're not going to get that through the door either.
It's still pretty cool though. It's cool to see it all lit up and stuff. It's from Queen Studios.
Yeah, it looks great.
This is XM. This is Lady Deadpool. There's the original Deadpool that they did, and then this is their newer one that's up for pre-order. I don't know if we have a ton of Lady Deadpool fans out there, but
why is she always cutting through a Deadpool skull?
Must be just the thing.
The Sideshow piece was like that too.
Everybody's got hobbies.
That's right. You love what you love. Base is kind of fun. So that's her right there. Again, great detail. I think she might be up for pre-order right now.
Yeah.
Get some dynamite. Can't say dynamite.
Don't show the dynamite.
Yeah, don't show it. Yeah, can't say it. Can't show it. No, they have the Asian license. So they are fine.
Cool.
It's just the dreaded United States license. I thought this looked great. This is we kind of got a teaser last time. This is the new Star-Lord from Hot Toys. I thought the portrait looked really good. Did you guys all see that movie? Did you like it?
Yeah, I liked it.
I haven't seen it yet. No.
I thought it was fun. It was definitely different than the other ones, but I really liked it. Tugs at the heartstrings, especially if you're an animal lover.
Yep.
But thought that looked like Star-Lord.
Yeah.
Looks good. This is from In Art. I think my most unwatched video of all time today. I did a reaction video to this one today. So this is a new piece from In Art, but I thought it was really cool. I thought it looked really spot on to him.
I agree.
Yeah.
And I think there's, obviously a lot of Harry Potter fans, maybe not as many Batman Statue Collector channel Harry Potter fans, but I still thought it was cool. And I've been really impressed with what In Art's been doing with their figures.
I don't know. I once stumbled into matter of fact, I still have it in my like list, I think, a Harry Potter collector channel.
Oh.
And the guy's got like, you measure his subs in 7 figures, and it's like every video has 100,000 plus views.
Yeah.
It's insane.
I really should have been the Harry Potter statue.
Harry Potter.
Yeah, I should have been the Harry Potter statue collector. If I can go back in time. But I think it looks great.
That looks really cool right
That
there.
looks good.
Yeah, I love that with the light up.
Yeah, that looks cool.
I mean, it looks like a statue to me, kind of. I mean, the way they have it posed. And they do those magnetic bases with the magnetic feet,
Yeah.
so you don't need the stands. It's really cool. This is Ryan Brown's new cover. I thought it was really cool. I just wanted to throw it in here because I thought it was really neat of the Joker. I've had Ryan on the channel and got to meet him in New York face to face, which was incredible to talk to him. I know Dan and I and Eric and Matt, not Matt.
Yeah, Matt.
Yeah, Matt. Yeah, I was gonna say I couldn't remember if he was with us that day. But yeah, it was so cool to talk to him.
That's somehow a very disturbing cover. I don't know why.
It really is, and that's why I liked it. It was just so creepy.
That's creepy.
This is a new Alita. This is from Motorball. This is from Prime One Studio. This was just up for pre-order this week. Kind of that stylized look. But if you're a Prime One collector, this is up for pre-order. If you're in the market for this line, this one's definitely more of the. I don't know if it's from a cartoon or what it's from. It's definitely not from the movie.
Yeah.
But this is the stuff that's selling right now, guys. I wish I could say otherwise. And look at that. I mean, limited edition of 500.
500.
Yep. A couple new pieces from Iron Studios. These are 10 scale.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I like the height on him. It's got a really good presence. So if you're a fan of him, that's really cool. And then there's also a new Skeletor, 110 scale. So this is obviously like the classic 80s Skeletor. And then they have a is that Lion-O? Thundercats, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was never a Thundercats guy, so I don't know anything about him. But that looks cool to me. And then classic Disney, they're doing a lot of Disney characters now. Little Mermaid. So you can be part of her world. 110 scale. And then they also had a Old Man Logan, which is pretty cool. So again, these are a little bit better price point. I always like to try to feature these for the collector that doesn't have a lot of space.
The hell's on the back?
Baby Hulk, I'm guessing.
Is it really?
I have no idea. That's what it looks like to me. That it does look like Baby Hulk. Maybe somebody in the chat could fill us in. But I thought he looked cool. I threw this photo in because I thought this looked pretty cool too. To see all these lined up.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Looks really neat. And that brings us to the end.
Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these 2 awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.